Are you ready? What do you mean where? Here, I'm sending you an invite. All right, now I'm going to...
Yeah, we're too close.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to go upstairs.
Or I can. It don't matter. How's it sound now?
It's bad.
Still bad?
Yeah.
Turn your volume down.
It ain't gonna matter. It's the mic.
Is it my mic?
No, we're just too close.
Oh. You're gonna have to do your background noise. Turn it down, because that's all I hear is the TV. Is that better? Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Should have made sure that yeah. All right, we have like 6 minutes. Do you want to fix anything, adjust anything?
I have no idea. Can you even see me?
No, you got to turn your camera on.
I do that.
What? What is it? Join what? I don't know. You have to figure it out. Sorry, everybody. Hi, I'm Ken. Matt's going to figure out how to turn on his camera. Let me see. Let me turn it on for you, maybe. Here we go.
Hey.
Are you on?
Nope.
It says...
Do whatever you just did.
That? Did it work?
No.
It said, invite me to turn their camera on again in 7 seconds. I'll invite for you to turn it back on here, or turn it on here in a few seconds. Hi, everybody. I'm Ken. I gotta expand myself though. And did it send you a request?
Yeah.
Did you turn it on?
Are we good?
Hi. Huh?
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. All right. I still have to hear echo. Should I take the mic off?
Right.
Let me try it. That's all I hear. Is that better? No. All right, we got it. We'll get it figured out. It's a learning experience. We're new to this. All right, so hi everyone. I'm Ken, and this is our first live for Pages from Rock Bottom. Matt?
I'm Matt. We're both in recovery. Obviously, we're married.
No. Yeah. Maybe just for a few years, like 5, I think. So 5? Yeah.
Married for 5, together for 7.
What is it?
Married for 5, together for 7.
Yeah. That definitely sounds unrealistic, but it's true. It's doesn't seem like it's been that long though, does it?
No, time goes fast.
It does. I did invite Becky, but she said that she was with her dad, so
Yeah.
she won't be with us. Right. All right. So as Matt said, we are both in recovery. We come on here, we want to share our stories. Anybody can come on and share their stories, wherever they've been, whether it's addiction, or they're struggling with depression, grief, trauma, suicidal thoughts, abuse, or loss. Whatever the case may be, we're here to talk to everybody and talk to each other, and maybe just to see how everybody's day is going. Because I know my week's it's not been bad, but it could have been better. And I know Matt usually has some tiresome days. We all do, but we are both like we said, we're both in recovery. I have almost 7 years. How long do you have, Matt?
7 years.
Is it 7?
Yep.
7. Hi, Jay. You gotta type hi. You gotta say hey. You gotta send us some hearts. Tap your screen. Share the live. Tap your screen, Matt. You see all the little hearts?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He said hi. So drop where you're from, tune in from, and type in a word that describes your guys' journey right now. Mine is busy. Describes my journey. What about you, Matt?
Definitely busy.
Is it busy? Are you nervous? Are you nervous because we've never did this before?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk just like we're talking to people. Jay, share the live.
Ooh, #1 gifter badge.
Ooh, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's go, Jay. Where's your mama? We won't
She's
share it though. Let's share it. I'm gonna invite Jay to come on. Sarah, I know you on there. If you watching, you better be tapping that screen and send us some love and share. Hold on. Anyway, so the reason that I wanted to start this live to build a community where people feel they have a safe space to come on and share their day or share their struggles, whatever they're going through, and just maybe get some good feedback, or maybe just talk to someone, because I know that I get lonely during the day because I work from home and I don't get to interact with people. So I know that I get real, what's the word, Matt? I get real touchy, I should say.
Yeah,
Is that the word?
that's a good way to describe it.
Okay. So I get real touchy and maybe real snappy sometimes because like I don't interact with people that much. So when it's bad sometimes. So just basically whatever you guys are struggling with, whatever we might be able to help with, we're just here to talk, shoot the shit, um, and tell us where everybody's from. Jay, tell us where you're from. Top screen. Tell them share it. Gosh, share it, guys. Or you guys can share with us when you guys started turning your page, what your rock bottom was, if you're in recovery, or maybe you suffer with depression. That's a kicker. I think I go in and out of depression. I think sometimes because I'm always alone. It's not like intentional, but it's not like I stay there or anything. But because I get lonely, and then loneliness 9 times out of 10 leads to depression, and then my husband walks through the door, and then right? He's like, you're grinning. He's just grinning. Um, but I can't be the only one that talks, Matthew. So what do you want to add for your side of it?
What, my story?
Yeah, let's talk about your story. Let's talk about where you came from, and let's talk about like you can make it short and sweet if you want to, but let's talk about like where you came from, how you got here, and what you're doing with your life.
So originally, I'm from a small town named Swan, and my addiction really started when I was like 15. By the time I was 17, I was pretty much full blown into it. Um, that's when I got introduced to OxyContin, and all it took was that one pill, and I fell in love with it.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's still something I'm trying to figure out, like what void I was trying to fill, because really, both my parents they were great to me. You know what I mean? I had a good childhood, really, um, but I always felt alone. You know what I mean? Like I felt misunderstood, and drugs gave me a sense of euphoria that everything was great when really it wasn't.
Yeah.
So fast forward, I go out to California, go to rehab, come back, and I'm like, I'm not going to do just heroin. I'm just going to do meth. You know what I mean? So then I end up with a meth and heroin problem, and that just kept spiraling out. So 3 more trips out to California, still can't figure it out. At this point, I've given up on myself. I can't look at myself in the mirror. I can't stand who I am. I can't stand anything about myself. Um, during that time, my daughter, she was born. She's 10 now, which we just started talking about a year ago, finally. Like, starting
Yeah.
a relationship. I always thought if I moved locations that everything would fix itself, but the problem is I take me everywhere I go. you
Yeah,
know.
that's good. Yeah, for sure. You definitely do.
So next thing I know, I get arrested for possession charge, and it's crazy how just maybe a couple words that someone says to you changes your perspective on everything. Because pretty much my entire life I've looked at everything as everything happened to me and not because of me.
Ooh, yeah, that's good too.
So I'm sitting in a cell talking to my lawyer, and he said, Matt, it all comes down to one thing. He says, my conduct. And after he said that to me, I remember going back to the pod, and I'm just sitting there, and I can't get this out of my head. And finally, I started to understand what he meant. my conduct, the way my actions affect everyone, the way they affect myself, the way I talk to people, the way I treat people, everything, the way I conduct myself has consequences, whether it's good or bad. Um, so I asked the court for help, and they offered me drug court. I said, "There's no way that's going to work for me. If you guys let me out of here, I'm going to be doing the same thing I did to get me in this situation." So they sent me down to Southern Ohio in a small town called Waverly. I had no idea where it was. Um, I got down here and I didn't even feel like I was in Ohio anymore. You know, 'cause where I'm from, it's completely flat. Like all we have is cornfields and bean fields, and that's it. And so I really started working on myself in treatment, like actually facing everything I don't want to face, which is me.
Ooh.
I mean, I start looking at myself and what drives me to do everything that I've done, and a lot of tears, anger. You know, I had to face everything that haunted me to find the peace and happiness I prayed for my entire life. You know, and then out of nowhere, like I had a counselor. She told me, you know, because as soon as I got there, they put me on suicide watch. I had to sign a contract, and I was like, I can't look at myself in the mirror. I hate who I am, all that. And she was like, every morning you get up, I want you to go look at yourself in the mirror and do positive affirmations. I was like, what's that? She was like, I want you to tell yourself that you love yourself and that you're worthy. I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. You know, so I wake up and I start doing this. And after about 3 weeks, like, I started to internalize it. You know what I mean? Like, I started believing it. And I stopped just talking and I started action. You know, and that's when everything started changing. And I started surrounding myself with people and talking to people who had what I wanted. You know what I mean? That joy, that peace, that happiness, like everything I was striving for in my life, that's who I surrounded myself with. You know, and in the midst of all that, I found you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I found someone who understood me.
No.
And now it's been 7 years, and I have four stepkids. You know, and as messed up as it is to say, like I use them as part of my amendment. Like I get to be the dad to them that I wish I could have been to my daughter. You know, it's crazy how I don't know. It's crazy.
So, where you're at today, what small like daily choices do you do to help build your recovery? What's the small like choices?
So like ever since I've been in treatment, it's always stuck with me that the small things lead to big things. So for me, it's I have to have a routine, right?
Yeah,
I have to have
for sure.
I have to have structure in my life, or I'm chaos. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're romantic, running around the next day like pissed off at the world and like bouncing off the wall. That's me too. That's me, especially when I don't get enough sleep. So routine is important.
And I use you in a lot of ways too. Like you're uh you're my rock. You know what I mean? On them bad days, like I know when I come home, it's safe here. No
Yeah.
matter no matter what kind of hell the day has been, like when I come home, I know I have someone safe that is going to listen to me. You know what I mean? And that's huge to me. And being able to help you, like that helps me. You know what I mean?
No.
How'd you get here, wife?
my mom, no, that's good. Well, let's see. Start. I'm just gonna say that I had a very, very what's the words I'm looking for? Um, Eventful childhood. My mom was an alcoholic. She was a great mom, but she was an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic addict, an abusive alcoholic addict. So I turned that into what I thought love was supposed to look like. Mean men and abusive relationships. But I started drinking and using drugs around probably 12, full fledged. I've already started smoking cigarettes when I was 9. I think I drank first time when I was 9 too.
Yeah, that's it. No.
That was a given because my mom was an alcoholic and so was my dad. But by this time, like my mom had done shot my dad, in the leg for being an abusive prick, and we done left and we're living on our own, with our mom. But by the time I started actually getting into like drugs and drinking and all the great things, it started like pot and alcohol and cigarettes. Those were the great combinations of like little backwoods up in deer stands. I don't know if you know about those, but we had one of those really nice deer stands back in the day where you can go in and like you could shut the door and you had like you propped open I'm talking about, not like the ones you set up on the seat, but like
Yeah.
this was looked like a whole house in a tree. And then that's when it first started. And then at 14, I was really doing things. I started pills, pretty much anything I could get my hands on, and then started in abusive relationships with abusive people, and it all just kind of went downhill from there. While I was pregnant, I turned 17 with my first child. After I had him, I turned 18, and I started going to the bars at 19. I was a mother, but I wasn't a mother. My mom was the mother to my firstborn, Jeremiah. So then, the drinking and the bars, and you want to stay up all night because you're partying and stuff, led to cocaine and crack. And, I'm not sure we can say those words on here, but we're saying them anyway. Sorry, TikTok. And some viewers, if you don't want to watch this or hear about drugs, please don't watch it because this is what this is about and this is our story and we're definitely going to share it. If you don't like it, oh well. But and then meth, and my second child came. After my second child came meth and pain pills and more drinking. I think I was a full-fledged alcoholic by the age of 23. I was married, had 2 kids, drank at home every night, and every night. Putting my kids' lives at risk, my life at risk, drinking and driving all the time. We go get more beer when we'd run out, And then by the time I was 26, that's when, like I said, meth. I was doing everything. I wasn't just a one type of drug person. Somebody's like, "Oh, you ever tried this before?" Like, no, let me. You know what I mean? So I would try anything at least once. There's a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. I come from a lot. So, by 26, I was in full-fledged addiction, alcoholism, and marriage falling apart, lost my kids, got in a lot of trouble. Oh my God, boy, did I get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I lost my daughter, my daughter, Tiffany. I might get a little choked up on this one, but she is 23. Yeah, she's 23 now, and she still doesn't talk to me. I lost custody of her when she was 8 years old, due to my piss poor decisions and choosing alcohol and drugs over her and my son. But my son by the grace of God, didn't belong to my husband that I was married to. So he went to my mom and he went to live with his dad. And I got to actually see him grow up. Thank you, Jesus. But my daughter ended up going to her grandfather of my marriage, and he ended up giving her to some complete strangers she'd never even met before in her life. And well, needless to say, I didn't see her. So, that happened. Went to Star. Went to jail multiple times, then went to Star because I caught some felonies. Um, Completed Star, got out. Um, Stayed good. I was good for 7 years. I stayed sober for 7 years, got an abusive relationship with a jackass. We won't name no names because we're not going to do that. And started having children again. And I have 4 more children, and they're all under the age. But let's just say that, the relationship wasn't good. It was very abusive. Somebody I thought that I grew up with was my best friend was going to be the nicest person to me in the world because I'm different, different. He's not going to do me that way. These little denials that you tell yourself that, something's not going to happen to you. Well, yeah, it does. But, needless to say, I stayed sober for 7 years, fighting, working, being pregnant for 5 years straight. Almost died with the one pregnancy. I lost my son Wayne, God rest his little soul. And then almost died with my last pregnancy of Gabe. But luckily he's 7 now and doing great and getting, big. But I relapsed after 7 years, after, fighting and just giving up. I went back to using Xanax and meth and alcohol, anything I could get my hands onto. I lost my job, I lost my home, and I ended up having my sister come and get my kids, my 4 children. I had 4 more children. So altogether I had 6. And then of course I was back to being homeless, and then my kids, back, not living with me once again, somebody else taking care of my children, me out here just trying to get my next fix and my next high to, numb the pain and just numb it all realistically. So I did, they say you get high to forget, but I got high and still remembered every single bit of it. I think it intensified it by, 1,000. But it was back to not knowing what your kids were doing, how they were feeling, or, and that just made you go into a deeper, well, me anyway, into a deeper state of depression and drug using and running around rampant, getting charge after charge after charge, I ended up in the county jail with 16 different charges and sitting in the county jail and $100,000 bond and misdemeanors. Who does that? This girl. And that's after, God, I can't even recall all the charges. I don't even remember what they all were, to be honest with you. But if at any time I'd hit that bottom, it was then, the one people that I used to run from is the people that, helped me save my life. I was sitting in a holding cell, 16, like I said, I'm gonna repeat it, 16 different charges. And Travis looked at me, he's like, what are we gonna do with you, Kim? And it's bad when you get picked up and they don't even have to run your social because they've got it memorized and they don't even have to ask you for it. That's how many times I got arrested in a year's time. Because I was running rampant. I was pregnant. I was using drugs. Yeah, come for me. I was doing that. I wasn't thinking about my child. I wasn't thinking about, myself. All I was thinking about is like how I could just die because I was already dying inside. You know what I mean? And Well, that didn't. I ended up having my baby, and we both almost died. And um, he was born healthy. I don't know how he was, but he was. He was born healthy, 6 pounds 5 ounces, and he was not born addicted to any drugs. Um, and then he got to thankfully go live with my sister. But then I got arrested finally, and the 16 charges that pregnancy ended up getting me out of for 9 months landed me in handcuffs and in jail for like 4 or 5 months, um, until I went to rehab. I went to rehab and I joined drug court. And um, I remember them giving me the option, like, Travis is like, I think you'd be a good candidate for this. I just believe in you. I know you can do this. And so I accepted. I had every intention of like going to that rehab and leaving, and because they were putting me on an ankle monitor, and it was, but they all bet on me, so this was the great thing, right? So it was nothing like a little bit of negative encouragement to to make you want to do something good for yourself, right? So they ended up giving me rehab. I go to rehab on the ankle monitor, and I get drug court. Um, I come back for the first drug court session with all the people in the drug court panel and all the great people that were there. And they were all like, we have a bet on you. You ain't ran yet. We give you 30 days. We give you 30 days. You ain't ran yet. So come to find out, they all had a bet on me that they all bet, I think, was it $50 or $100?
It was 100.
It was 100.
Yeah.
So so everybody in the court that worked for the court, the judge, the probation officers, the front clerks, everybody, even the public defender, had a had a bet on me that I was going to run, because in their book I was a runner. Like I never, I never stayed long for anything. I would run. It was just easy to run from my problems than it was to stay and face them, right? So that was so funny. So they did. They bet on me, and they told me that they had a bet on me that I was gonna run, and they all was like, "You're just gonna leave. We ain't gonna give you 30 days. You're just gonna leave." So, in my mind, a little bit of positive and negative self talk is like, I'm gonna show these bitches, right? That's what I said. I'm gonna show all these bitches, and Travis is like, "Well, me." And Paul, which was the judge, and oh my god, I can't remember his name, the attorney, Barry Buckler. I shouldn't have said his last name, I'm so sorry. But Barry were the only ones who bet for me that I would stay. So I ended up staying. I got my ankle monitor off in 30 days. I graduated inpatient. I went to transitional, and I was still in drug court. I was in drug court for like 2.5 years.
Where are you fidgeting with?
This,
Stop.
can you hear it?
Oh.
Why didn't you say something? So, drug court for 2.5 years. Me and Matt got together. We met in rehab. They say 13 step, right? Don't do 13 step. What is it?
At a meeting.
At a meeting. And we met there, and then, well, we stayed together. I think there was a moment that we split up for a second because Matt wanted to be stupid, but just we'll leave it at that. But we both ended up leaving the rehabs that we were at. I ended up going to jail for 3 days, but I did not relapse. I just felt stagnant. I felt like I wasn't growing in transitional. And then I went and turned myself in after leaving transitional. Drug court put me in jail for 3 days and then sent me back on a 30-day blackout to transitional. And then they gave me a chance to give a presentation as to why I felt like I should get to go home as long as I had a job and a plan for my future. So that's what I did. And I got to go home. Well, with my best friend. she let me live with her for a while and helped me get on my feet. Thank you, Danielle. I love you if you're listening. You're awesome. Um, well, it helped both of us actually in the long run. Might end up going and turning himself in too. And
I think I did. I think I did 5.
8 days. Was it 5 or 8 days?
I don't know. I know I had to stay in there until they got me a bed in Waverly Transitional.
Yeah. So here we are. And we've been married for 5 years together. 6, 7,
7.
7,
Seven. Yeah,
almost 7.
yeah, I tried to propose for 2 years, but you told me no.
I mean, do
Yeah,
we need to tell them why? He was
I
a
know.
shit truck.
I
Let's
was.
just say that. I didn't see our lives going in the same direction. He had different, morals and values than I did, and like ours just wasn't meeting. Like he had a an issue, and I wasn't trying to be a part of that. I didn't want a part of that. Like I didn't have to be a part of that. I think we have somebody joining, but here we are, and there's nothing. I do have to say this. There's nothing like being trapped in your own mind. Um, while trying to get sober. It's the worst thing. People think like, oh my God, active addiction is so scary. No, the scary part is getting sober.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part because then you have to look at yourself and you have to face yourself day in and day out. There's no more running. There's waking up every day facing what you just got done doing, whether it's years, whether it's a month, a day, whatever it is, you have to face that every day in recovery. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you got 10 years sober. I don't care if you got 20 years. You're still waking up every day with that gentle reminder of what your rearview mirror looks like. It's a good reminder. Depends on how you use it. But it's a good reminder. But it's the scariest fucking thing, getting sober. But once you get there and you get the tools that you need and the ones that work for you and you continuously find, shit, I still suffer from anger issues. This girl got some anger issues. But it's a work in progress. And I don't think that it ever gets better. And I think everybody slightly has some type of anger issues. But that's just my opinion, But I still deal with it on a daily basis. But I think that finding somebody who really truly accepts you for who you are makes a big difference. And loves you wholeheartedly makes a big difference. We have our days.
Yeah.
We have our days. We don't fight though. We don't fight. We don't fight. We bicker. It's like a fuck you, shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just want to spar to kick your fucking bitch ass through a wall. But we don't fight. We don't argue like that. That's not our thing. We'd rather not talk. I don't think anybody's successful at relationships. I don't think that's a real true thing because you're not going to get every aspect of it because you're going to have issues regardless of what it is, whether it's something you're going to disagree on because we have a lot of those. But we don't let it define our relationship, even though sometimes I'm like, fuck you, I'm leaving. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to. But that's how I feel at the moment. But I feel like that being able to come on here and talk with you like this is and everybody to watch it. I don't, I'm hoping that maybe we can help some people or they can help us, maybe get some advice or we can come up with some really great things to talk about on, pages from rock bottom. But our rock bottom wasn't so great. I'm sure nobody, and even if you don't even believe in a rock bottom, most people don't. They're like, there is no rock bottom. Well, everybody's story is
I think
different. Your story is not my story.
I think everybody has multiple rock bottoms.
I mean, that's your opinion, but everybody's gonna have to be like, there's gonna be, there's gonna be a Karen. It's gonna be like, there is no rock bottom. Maybe not for you, Karen, but there was for us, right? Um, Everybody's, recovery is different, and everybody's gonna have their own opinion of it. But my rock bottom sucked each fucking time that I hit it, and I fell flat on my face each time that I hit it. Probably 1,000 times before I hit it too. Who knows? But everybody's rock bottom is different, and whether you have one or you don't have one, you know, um, maybe you should really just look at your story and see, like, what your story looks like, whether it's depression, anxiety, grief, suicidal thoughts. I know Matt's dealt with those. Um, what was your coping skills, right? Through your darkest days? What did you use to get through those days?
There's a lot of different ones. Like I used to write a lot. That was that was always one way I figured out a way to express my emotions. I've always been good with words. Um, I had to teach myself how to be vulnerable,
Oh, yeah.
right? Because growing up, we didn't talk about what was going on with us. You swept it under the rug and you dealt with it. You know what I mean? But the problem is, I never dealt with anything. I just stuffed everything down until eventually I would explode. And I still struggle with that. Really, like I'll bite my tongue on a lot of shit, and then out of nowhere, my bipolar kicks in, and I'm fucking mad for no reason. And sometimes you catch the brunt of it.
Yeah.
You, the kids, the dogs, like anybody that tells you once you get sober everything's fixed, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? That's when everything gets real for you.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to avoid it. You're stuck with you.
And
Like
other people.
grounding's really big for me. Um, Normally I'm wearing a wristband. I like to flick myself or focus on the texture of it or different things like that. Breathing, uh, everything that used to be suggested to me that I thought was stupid ended up working the best for me. Instead of dismissing everything and thinking that everybody was full of shit, and actually being willing to try whatever was suggested to me and being open minded about it, like that's when shit changed for me. Because my best choices got me to where I was. What kind of coping skills do you guys use?
Type it in the chat, guys. Type it. Tell us what you guys use. Tap the screen. Tap it. All right. So there was something I was wanting to ask. Oh, if you've survived a page you've never, what page did you survive that you never thought that you would in your journey?
There's a bunch of them. I
Which
mean,
one?
you could easily choose any of my overdoses. I've overdosed 3 times, and to most people, they're like, you pretty much just died. Like, isn't that enough? No, it's not enough for me. Like, I strive to overdose. You know what I mean? Like, that's when I got to where I actually wanted to be. Like, that's the kind of high I chased. Like, if I heard somebody was selling something that was killing people, like, I want to try that because it's not going to happen to me. You know what I mean? like overdoses, suicide attempts. Like,
Yeah, we gotta watch using the word drugs, and it just said that. Yeah,
what?
yeah, that's what it said.
No drugs?
You gotta, yeah, it says we gotta watch what we're saying, obvious saying, I guess. Restriction. So just, we'll restrict it, right? We're not gonna say the D word or the name of the things. Um, but what was you saying? What was the last part?
I don't even know.
I'm sorry. All right, I'll just say my coping skills are, I mean, realistically, post pain responding. I,
Sometimes.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
I'm not so good about using it anymore. Used to be my go to. I use other people as coping skills. It's one of my main coping skills when I'm around people. Um, but I do have to say, just reflecting is one of my best ones because that's when I know that I'm really truly wrong, or I can reflect on what, the situation was, and I can just reflection. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah. I like to play the tape.
yeah, play the tape all the way forward through.
Yeah, it helps with my impulse. I used to be a very impulsive person.
Used to be a very impulsive person. I think
Yeah,
sometimes we still act on impulse.
yeah, absolutely. Any defect we have, we don't ever truly get rid of. We just figure out how to cope with them.
Yeah. Do you research it? Do you talk to someone? What do you do?
Yeah, I talk to you. I'm married a counselor.
I used to be a counselor. I'm not a counselor anymore. I'm a case management specialist. But I used to be a counselor. I still have my peer support certification. Um, I think I only used that once. Realistically, I'd like to use it again eventually in life. I don't want to lose it. I'll probably keep it. Um, Maybe do something else. I don't know. Something.
It's pretty much endless opportunities with it.
Yeah. I mean, do just about anything you want to. But I do want to say, like, um, maybe, like, just don't give up on yourself. Like, always remind yourself that you're worth it, and that realistically, us as human beings, we can really get through anything if we really put our minds to it, with the right help and the right tools. And sometimes it just takes, that one act of kindness of somebody believing in you when you don't believe in yourself, um, to give you that push to want to do better in life. Um,
Something, that's something I still tell myself, like, in terms with my daughter. I had an old timer tell me one time at a meeting, it, it takes twice as long to rebuild a bridge as it takes to burn it.
yeah,
And that's absolutely true because be, before I came to rehab, like, my relationship with my family was non-existent. Right, I wasn't welcome there. We didn't talk. Like, the only time mom would hear from me is if, like, hey, I'm locked up, I'm in jail. And her side of it, she's probably like, thank God, at least I know
yeah.
he's, you know what I mean.
At least you're alive. She knows you're alive.
We don't ever really truly think in active addiction, like, what our choices, how they affect other people. That's the last thing on our mind. um, Fast forward to now, like, I have a better relationship with everyone in my family that I ever have in my life because I don't have to hide anything.
Yeah.
I'm completely honest and open about who I am and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I don't have to lie to cover up a lie.
Yeah.
Like, they know the only thing I do is I go to work and I come home. That's it. Eat whatever you make and
Eat whatever food you make. Yeah. Love making food, don't I?
yeah, I think that's a coping skill for you, really.
Hey, in the fridge is chocolate lasagna.
Well, see, that's on my schedule after this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna eat chocolate lasagna. If you guys don't, if you guys have never ate it, it's absolutely amazing. Try some. That's probably why I'm getting fat. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm still kind of upset, though.
Why?
Because today's National Husband's Day. Said it on Facebook. That means it's true. Yeah,
And I made a post about it on Facebook.
but you didn't bring me down at lunch.
But you were all the way down in the holler.
Well, love don't have a distance.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. I have a job. Yeah. I could have been like say to you, like, why don't you just come home and get it since you're only just right down in the holler?
Oh, I was on the clock.
So was I.
Yeah, but you get an hour for lunch. You drive fast.
Who says I drive fast? That's allegedly. Drive
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
You cannot come on here and say that I commit crimes because I do not
Yeah.
commit. I do not speed.
Yeah,
I
you're
want to. No, I do not.
a law-abiding citizen
I am.
nowadays.
Yes, nowadays. Definitely. But I do speed. I have gotten one speeding ticket. I was doing, what was it, 78 and
Yeah.
55?
Yeah. It's real close to reckless out.
Well, I mean, I got a, how much was it? How much did I have to pay for that?
It was like $242 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a pretty good ticket.
It was a healthy ticket.
Yeah.
I remember because I was at work and the courthouse where I could go pay it is right across the street. And I went and told Missy, I was like, listen, I have to go over here and I have to take care of this speeding ticket that I got. She was like, oh my God, bitch, I got one the other day too. And I was like, did you? She's like, no, not really. And I was like, well, I'm gonna run over here and pay this, and get this figured out. So yeah. But no, I don't break the law anymore. And I haven't even got a speeding ticket since then.
No cruise control.
I don't use cruise control 90% of the time, but I do speed. And one day it's probably gonna catch up to me. And I'm sorry for speeding. And I should probably work on that, to be honest with you, because I don't want another ticket. It's expensive,
Yeah.
you know? But where are we at? I think we done lost our place where we were going from and where we're headed to.
Let's roll with it.
We are rolling with it. Everybody give us a like and a share. Tap your screen, Matthew. Jay, you still on here? Like our live. Tap the screen like 100 times. Just make sure you put your turn signal on 20. No.
It's 300 feet.
It's 300 feet, Jay. It's not 20 feet. It's 300 feet before the stop sign because Pike County will get you for that. It's so funny because I was telling Matt that. I was like, listen, you have to turn your turn signal on before 300 feet before you get to the stop sign. He's like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And as soon as he did not do it, you know what happened? Tell him what happened.
Got pulled over.
Got pulled over. And what did he tell you? 100 feet, though. He changed it, right?
Oh, they said 300 feet.
It may have been. It may have been. But I'm telling you, down here, there's more. Their number one reason to pull you over if you do not turn that turn signal on, 300 feet before that stop sign, they are pulling you over.
Yeah.
Pulling you over. It's the truth. I'm serious. He said, my bad. It's okay. Just give us some more likes, Jay. It's 300 feet. Come to Pike County more and you would know that. I'd tell you at every stop sign, make sure it's 300 feet because I'm the backseat driver and it's 300 feet, Jay. 300. 100 to 300 feet. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let me see. What else do we got? It says to thank everybody by name if possible. I don't think that I'm going to be able to thank everybody for joining our live by name. You got to tap it, Jay. You got to tap it like 1,000 times. Our next live, you're going to have to come on and join us, and you're going to have to talk with us, and we'll come up with a subject for the day or the live or whatever, and you have to come on here and talk to us. We got a message.
Yeah, message.
It says we got a message.
Message.
Is there anything you want to add? We got 10 minutes. If everybody could just share our live and like our live. I'm Ken. This is Matt. This is Pages from Rock Bottom. We're going to have to watch what we say, obviously, or we're going to get restricted. We can't say the D word, and we can't say the H word. We can't say the C word, which, yeah, has 2 words in the addiction world. And I can do that. I need that fancy phone stand that follows you around. I know. Why don't you go on there and my thing and order you one?
Yeah,
It's like
on TikTok
$8.
Shop.
$8, Jay. I'm using it now, but I don't have it turned on to follow me around, but it's holding my phone.
It's pretty nifty.
It is. It's awesome. And then you can get these little mics and you can talk into them. And I don't know how I sound. What?
Mic check.
1, 2. Yeah. You need one of those little. Our next Pages from Rock Bottom Live, you're going to have to come on, Jay, and you're going to have to join us. We're going to get some people to come on and co-host with us and talk about their journey, as long as it's not certain words. We're going to have to remember that it's got to be censored. But I did make it to where, like, it was 18 or older, so, like.
Don't have that Kim money. Get out of here.
What do you say?
I don't have that Kim money, though.
Whatever, Jay. Are you serious right now? Come on now, Jay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Jay. We ain't got that Jay money is what we ain't got. That Kim money. Matt makes more money than me now. He done surpassed me forever ago.
Yeah, we're supposed to get a big raise this year.
Supposed to, he says.
They say it every year.
He got a shirt the other day. That was awesome.
I
He's super
did.
excited about that. And then he's got a shirt on that says Duck Hep C. Whoop whoop! Thank you, Melissa. That was awesome. He got that at our event. She brought him. Well, she brought him to us at the event because Matt asked her for them, and
Yes.
he was like, "Where can I get one of those shirts?"
Like, where can I get one of those? Like, listen, ever since I was little, man, I've had this thing about rubber ducks. I love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got my ducky blankie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, since the day I was born. Like, I'm not
It's
giving
on our
it up.
bed.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it was under the bed, and Boomer was sleeping on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get it out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, if you tap the screen like 100,000 times, it'll send as many likes as many times as you tap.
Oh.
You guys need to, YouTube, Matthew, tap it. Tap the screen. You know that little tapper? It's on my on our shop. Yeah, and we have a TikTok shop. Go on our TikTok shop and buy you a little tapper there, Jay.
A little tapper.
Yeah, it's a tapper that you can put on the side of your phone and it'll just continuously tap your phone for you.
What?
Yeah.
What do you need that for? What's that do?
It gives you likes. It helps you achieve goals.
Yeah. I'm all about goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you shaking?
Because I was tapping the screen.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Why are you shaking? What's wrong with you?" Oh, oh man. So, did you ever used to hide your scars?
Uh,
Did you ever used to like hide your scars? He said, "I have a little taper, a tapper."
I'm a tapper.
Who's your little tapper? Keep tapping. We're almost there. You see the little heart thing going up there? Come on, guys. Like, share our thing. They may have restricted us because we were talking about stuffs. Do
Damn.
not say the D word. We're going to have to remember that on our next live,
Yeah.
which will possibly be Friday, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Most likely.
we're going to come up with some really good things. And Jay, maybe you can come on and join us this Friday as our guest or our co-host. We're going to keep this going until we build it big and we build our community. We want to get people joining in with us and to talk about struggles. But we can't say the D word and we can't say the names of the D words. And we have to keep it minimized. I'm hoping one day to um, build this into our own podcast. Um, that's going to happen one day. I'm a
Oh,
dreamer, and usually whatever I put my mind to, I accomplish.
true that.
That's what I'm gonna do. So, yeah, and I think it would be big in our little town. You know what I mean?
I mean, our events took off.
Yeah. Tapping. I see you tapping.
Uh, Hmm. Woo! Something happened.
Uh oh. What'd you do?
I don't know. There's a bunch of confetti and stuff.
Oh yeah, you 27 whatever. Thanks, Jay, for all the likes. Where's Sharon at? Tell her to get her booty on there and like our stuff.
Mother.
Mutter. Let's see. Did I ever quote? I thought I had a quote. If you're still breathing, there's still another page to write.
Mm.
That's a good one. How about that one was yours, Matt, I think. Um, let's see. Let's do some reflections. Some days depression wins, some days it doesn't. But each day I choose to show up for myself for another page of strength I never thought I had. That's depression. Some people feel like, some days I feel like it gets the best of me. I think because I'm alone. You know what I mean? And I may not even be depressed. It may just be loneliness, and I'm masking it, thinking that it's depression. You know what I mean?
You're a people person.
I am. I am a people person. All right, another reflection quote. Broken doesn't mean finished. It means rebuilding.
Mm,
That's a good one.
that is good.
Yeah.
Setbacks are part of growth. That's true.
What is it? Setbacks?
Yeah, it says setbacks are part of growth. When
Yeah.
when I relapsed, really, I needed that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
I'll never forget going in Shirey's office and I'm tore up. You know what I mean? Like, man, I did it again. I can't. Like, I'm never gonna get this. And he's like, "Oh my god, you're an addict and you relapsed? Like, you must be one in a million." You know what I mean? It was part of. It's part of my story.
For sure. It hasn't been part of my story this time. Thank you, Jesus. And I'm hoping that it's never going to be. But I'm going to put in that work to make sure that I don't go back down that road. And I got the necessary support system that I need to stay sober. So I can't use the excuse that I had no one to turn to, because I definitely do. But if everybody could just follow, and share pages from Rock Bottom, that would be awesome. And we'll be back on Friday. We can't do Tuesdays or Thursdays because we have visits with my children that still live with my sister, unfortunately. So if anybody struggles with still trying to, fighting to get their children back or anything like that, I'm definitely with you there. But join us again Friday, and hopefully, Jay, if you can, maybe you can come and join us on Friday and talk to us about some things, maybe about your day, what's going on in the big town of Salina.
Lina.
Oh, Salina.
Yeah, man, you be doing things just to push my buttons.
Yeah, that was great. He's like, Salina. Like, I don't know what it's called, but he said, no, you didn't. No, I didn't. What? What did he say? No, I didn't. What?
I don't know. The suspense.
Okay. We got 1 minute. Listen, 1 minute and we're out of here. So do you want to read the quote, the ending quote? Do you have it?
I don't think so.
We are proof that recovery and hope are real. Follow us together and follow us, right? Follow pages from Rock Bottom for future lives and stories. And remember, you are not stuck. You can always turn the page.
That's it.
That's it right there, guys.
You are.
It. Mispronounce Salina. Is it Selena?
No. No.
Oh, he said, no, you didn't. Oh, Jay, it's fine. You're going to come on here. You're going to come on here Friday, and you are going to join us, and you are going to talk with us, right? And tell me how to pronounce Selena. Oh, shoot. Just remember, I'm going to say it one more time. Follow pages from Rock Bottom for future lives and stories. And remember, you are not stuck. You can always turn the page. Drop the mic there, babe. Say it.
Appreciate you guys.
Hold on a minute. I'm going to get these likes real quick. Like,
Okay.
share. Wind it up. Here we go. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember, I will send out invites. Jay, I will be sending you out an invite to join Friday. We'll be talking about some more real stories. We'll try not to say the D word or A word or the C words or any of the words that are not allowed on the platform. I probably should remember community guidelines.
Yeah, you don't stop.
And you guys have a wonderful night. And we are out. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.